Welcome back to Booze Britain. Tonight we're in Cheltenham during Festival Week. We're following a group of loaded lads who get together at the races for an annual reunion. This afternoon they've won big and it's all down to Hilly. His tips have brought the drinks kitty up to 1,600 quid.
Hilly is the man. He's won the money. We're happy.
Team leader Mark is recently single and is on the pull. He's hoping tonight he'll be as lucky with the women as he's been with the horses.
I want to go out there some booze and women. Let's do it.
G's the biggest drinker of the lot and the afternoon's boozing went straight to his head. Will he make it through to closing time? Paramedic Kevin Dickens arrives at the mobile casualty unit in the town centre. This is the first year it's been set up to treat minor drinking injuries on the spot. It's staffed by ambulance service and St John's ambulance personnel. Tim Ewing is treating the latest casualty.
I honestly didn't know much about the whole thing. I literally was there and got pushed inside and then suddenly realised that my hand was bleeding.
Well, if I could find a cut on there, mate, I would do something about it.
Maybe it's internal.
You didn't pick your nose too hard, did you? Oh, calm down. I might see a paper cut.
No,
Oh, that's pretty nasty there, you know.
I think I've seen two. I need counselling.
You might get a couple of stitches in there, I reckon.
I'll tell you what. You won't need to go to hospital on this one.
Mission accomplished. The bloke won't be wasting anyone's time in A&E, and he's given everyone a good laugh in the process. Taking medical expertise onto the streets saves patients time and NHS money. An average of 40% of A&E admissions are drink-related, but on weekend nights between midnight and 5 AM, this can rise to nearly 70%. During Festival Week, local paramedics will treat an average of 200 patients in the town. Looks like Kevin's got another one.
Well, basically, that young lady's basically fallen over and has got basically a small laceration to her kneecap. Obviously, it's bleeding. She would have normally gone to Cheltenham Casualty to have that dressed or treated. We can treat that very easily here by just cleaning it up, a steri strip onto it, and that's what it's all about.
Are you okay? Are you alright? It's alright, Liz. Look, she hurts. Liz, I need to shoot. Look, the wall wound.
It's 8 o'clock and the group have reached the champagne bar.
Basically, what's happened since you lot have left is we've got drunker and we've been making full use of the champagne, buying loads of bottles, and we've been getting off our tits. We've had 4 bottles of champagne now, and we're going to keep it going, so it's getting good.
And as the lads down more of the expensive stuff, it starts bringing out the party animal in everyone. The alcohol in fizzy drinks like champagne is reputed to make you drunk faster, but it's not just an urban myth. Scientists believe the bubbles help the alcohol pass faster into the intestines, where it's most quickly absorbed into the bloodstream. The lads have now drunk 50 units each, more than the recommended limit for a fortnight. And all that champagne doesn't come cheap.
I spent about 150 quid on champagne in here. And I haven't spent the most. We've had a good 8 or 9 bottles of champagne here, so...
As he gets in yet another bottle, Mark's decided that showing off about their success at the races might be a good pulling technique.
Legend. He's fucked up our betting today, but he's the one who won 1,500 quid on the race. We're like, how do you do that?
Meanwhile, across town, paramedic Kevin Dickens has been called to attend a serious incident.
The reports come in as 2 people being stabbed. Obviously, this is what we class as sort of an high-risk call, so we always send an officer, but equally what we want to make sure that it's safe for the crews to come and have a look what injuries the patient's got. As you can see, the police already sealed it off, so we're not sure really what's actually going on until we get in. There's 2 males who've been severely assaulted. When we say severely assaulted, the gentleman had several very large lacerations around the back of his neck. What we need to do is just have a quick assessment. He was talking, he was breathing, he was fine on that point. The main thing was controlling the hemorrhage. It could have been very serious, and you've got some very large blood vessels running down the side of your neck. If whatever weapon that was used had caught either the vein or the artery, that gentleman could have bled out very, very quickly.
1 in 5 of all violent crimes is committed in or around a pub or club. It's 10:30 and on the streets of Cheltenham the party is in full swing. The lads fit right in among the drunks and the posers. They've been drinking for 11 hours, have spent £1,200 of their kitty and drunk nearly 3 times the recommended weekly amount in one day. G's fading. There's only one way to liven him up. Another round of... The final bar of the night and the lads show no sign of slowing down with the boozing. Mark gets straight in with his other mission of the day, finding a woman.
I'm gonna try my hardest to get some women over here. 2 minutes on my own.
A couple of minutes later, and true to his word, Mark has lured 2 women onto the dance floor. Meanwhile, outside, Adam has found himself some female company.
Camille says it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't tell my husband. Don't let my husband see this. Actually, I ain't got an husband.
That's all right, we're all good.
But while Mark's been trying to pull, the group has started to fall apart.
Apparently, word on the grapevine.
No!
Carter went home.
Yeah, man. No!
If he did, that is
No!
Craig Carter, if you've gone home and you're watching this,
You're a bastard out of my calendar.
But Craig's not the only casualty. G's had 100 units in 12 hours. He's had enough and calls it a day. The ambulance service has set up a mobile casualty unit in the town centre to deal with injuries on the spot. They've dealt with a few minor injuries tonight, but suddenly WPC Jenna Sullivan spots a partygoer who really needs the unit's attention.
Saw this guy walking along, cut to the back of his head, blood all down here. Tried to get him to go into the ambulance, wouldn't go. Eventually persuaded him, went in, and basically he says he was assaulted in Chemistry nightclub. A bloke bottled him, but that is basically all the details at this stage he will give. He ends up having 4 stitches to the back of his head. He knows who's done it, wouldn't give us any details as to who it was at this stage, but hopefully sleep on it and tomorrow he'll come forward and tell us.
WKD Blue, Malibu and Chrome.
Vodka. Malibu
Aftershot,
vodka.
I like aftershot.
I drink Budweiser.
We put the engine binge.
Midnight approaches. The streets begin to clear as alcohol takes its toll on the revellers. In the town centre, WPC Jenna Sullivan has attracted a fan.
See, if I told you were good looking, then whoa, hang on, no, a big fucking fight will kick off, mate. But you're gorgeous.
The man's lines might hit the wrong note, but for paramedic Kevin Dickens, tonight's shift has been a great success.
The festival's gone off very, very smoothly. We're happy how it's really gone off. It's been very a credit to all the organising. I think the people who've come here have had will take some very happy memories away. But taking those memories away, I think they'll probably come back next year.
Back in the bar, Mark has found himself abandoned by his friends.
I must admit I'm a little bit disappointed with the guys from the races, and I will look at the camera and say this because obviously Craig went home and went to bed. Not happy about that. Also, where the fuck is G and... You don't know? Our producer...
But just in the nick of time.
Where are we going now? Oh my... Do you know what? I'm so holding back hitting both of these because they're so good. There they are, they're all here.
We're all here.
All here.
Hey!
Right, I'm happy now, I'm happy.
Over the course of the day, Mark and his mates have drunk 98 units each. It'll take their levers over 4 days to get rid of the alcohol. They've also spent most of their £1,600 drinks kitty. And with only 3 of the original group still standing, it's time to head for home.
3 left. I'm not happy about that, to be fair. Not happy about it. But
we're here.
Winner, winner, winner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'll say.